In today's video, we're going to do some great facial massage exercises to really help reduce those fine lines and wrinkles on the forehead area. Nice and natural, really naturally facial massage rather than using Botox or fillers. Hi, I'm Ali. I've been a facialist for the last 8 years and I'm really passionate to help you on your skincare journey. So first things first, you want to start off with clean skin and obviously clean fingers. Now I'm using a facial oil here, just something for a slip and glide here. I'll leave a link in the description box if you're interested. But whatever you do apply to your face, it's going to penetrate in better and deeper. So if you can get good quality ingredients, it makes such a difference to the skin. So first of all, let's just massage it into the fingers and then place onto our forehead. And then just down by the side of the ears, and then just down by the side of the neck either side for when we finish our lymphatic drainage. So taking our fingers, let's just start off with a bit of gentle facial tapping, nice and light. What this does, again, it helps with blood flow and circulation to the area. Nice, light, gentle tap all the way along. And then once we've done that, placing our fingers very gently, gliding in an upwards motion from the nose all along the forehead. Now you don't want to be too heavy-handed on the forehead, so nice and light, almost using the pads of your fingers here. And then working our way all along from the eyebrow towards the hairline. Again, we don't have much fat padding, as I would always say, on our forehead, so you really want to be light, otherwise you can sort of end up causing sort of redness and have red lines. So whatever we're doing on the forehead today is nice and almost like a feather-light touch. And they're just gliding out from the middle all the way to the temples. And one last time. And then where our eyebrows are in between, we're just going to give a nice round massage. Nice and light one way first and then the other. This part actually is a great acupressure point on the face. It actually calms down the nervous system as well. And the other way. Now we hold a lot of tension in our face, particularly this area. So you may find you have those lemon's ears or those forehead lines where you're frowning. It's obviously being mindful of how you position your face during the daytime as well. This will also calm and help that. And again, just gliding upwards. And then outwards. So let's do a little bit of fascia work. I'm taking my fingers and we're placing them sort of side by side, and very lightly we're massaging in lots of different directions. And I like to work always in a sort of upwards and outwards motion. All the way along towards the temple area. And we're doing releasing tight fascia again. And because we've applied an oil, you've got a really nice slip and glide. You can use a face cream or a serum, but when I'm doing this kind of work, I do find an oil is better. Now I also have a community and an email list, so if you want to check that out as well, I will leave that in the description box, as well as my facial oil and my skincare brand. Okay, working all the way up, lots of different directions. And then just gliding out. Now I'm in my mid-50s and I've been doing these face massages for the last, gosh, it's got to be since I was in my 20s, over 30 years, and they really do work. So now let's do a great facial exercise. So taking our fingers, interconnecting them, placing them onto our forehead, shoulders nice and relaxed, keeping our head nice and straight. Let's just gently lift up with the eyes and down. We'll do this 5 times. That's 1, 2, and you should feel a nice contraction on the frontalis muscle here. and one more, lifting up and down, and release that out. Now if we do again have little pockets, particularly if you have slightly deeper wrinkles, we're taking our hand, particularly around this area they tend to be, so taking our fingers, and then you just want to take your other two fingers, again using the pads of your fingers, and just gently lifting up, and you can almost isolate the area, working all the way along. You can do these once or twice a day. Again, I tend to find they've been gaps in this area here. You can move slightly at an angle as well. And then just gently massage it in an upwards motion. And out. And then for our final massage here, again, we're really going to be working on the fascia here, using our knuckles, but again, to be very fine and delicate. So placing one hand as an anchor, so we're not dragging at the skin, making a fist with our hand, and just gently massaging around circular motion. Again, slightly upwards and outwards. Again, not too heavy-handed. Come slightly more forward here so you can see. And on the other side. All the way along. Towards the temples. And then gliding in an upwards motion now. Further light touch. And then interconnecting our fingers, and we now want to do some lymphatic drainage. So we're moving very fine and delicate, moving toxins and waste within the lymph, which is very close to the surface of the skin, and then gliding down the side of the temples, down to the side of the ears where we have plenty of lymph nodes, and to the back of the ears where we have plenty of lymph nodes. And then with one hand at a time, taking the flat of the hand for more surface area from literally, I'd like to sort of make a scissor-like shape from the ears, so front and back, and then glide down the big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then on the other side, fingers in almost like a V shape, and then gliding down the other side of the ears first, and then down the big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And then for the final lymphatic drainage release, from the chin all the way down where our collarbone is, we have some indentations just above the collarbone here. And you can just give those a few gentle presses. This will release all the toxins and waste we've moved from the forehead area, head area, neck area, into the body, ready for elimination. So hopefully by this point, if you keep doing this, you'll find you'll have smoother, fine lines and wrinkles. Remembering how to hold your face and positioning your face in the day also helps, as well as regular facial massage and also lymphatic drainage. So if you'd like to subscribe, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing, and please take a look at my description box where I have my email list and all my products, which I would highly recommend. Again, vegan, they're also beauty without cruelty, and they're organic. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.